Everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back with another dip review. Today, I have something special. Unicorn dip. It's not ground up unicorns. It's one of those dips I've been looking for, been wanting to try. I've pretty much given up hope. And then yesterday, on a fluke, I was driving home. I needed to get some fish food. So I stopped by the pet store. I usually order it online because it's way cheaper. But this was an emergency. I didn't plan ahead. My fish food I ordered online hadn't arrived. Stopped at the pet store. Now this is a weird pet store. This pet store also sells tobacco. Yeah. If you're in the Oregon area, there's a small chain called Mini Pet Mart. They sell pets, or not pets, but pet food, supplies, all that fun stuff. And then behind the counter, they have a decent selection of tobacco. Most of it's cigarettes, roll your own, stuff like that. But they do have some chew, and they only carry one kind of dip, sorry, they carry lots of dip. They only carry one kind of chew, and it's way overpriced. But their dip prices aren't bad. So, walked in there. I was going to get some Skull, because I'm going through Skull right now, and for some reason, Skull is a little hard to find in this area. Not everybody's carrying it anymore. Too many people around here watch Outlaw or Mud Jug videos, and they think if they dip Skull, they're gay. I'm sorry. Dip what you like what you dip. It doesn't make you gay if you enjoy Skull. Now, that's out of the way. Walked in there. They didn't have Skull. They had their usual. Copenhagen's king around here. They had tons of Copenhagen. Had some Grizzly, and I'm where's your Kodiak? Oh, it's behind the sign right here. And he folded down the sign. What's that over there? Oh, that's Kodiak Mint. Oh. The skies parted. The angels started to sing. I never thought I would see a can of Kodiak Mint out in the wild, let alone in my little redneck, podunk, sparsely populated area of the country. But there it was, a whole roll of Kodiak Mint. Now, one caveat. This Kodiak Mint is about a month and a half, 2 months out of date. I'm okay with that. It's been my personal experience that most of them go past their best by date. Usually got a couple months of wiggle room. After that, you'll start to notice that it gets a little drier. But within a couple of months of the best by date, for me personally, I can't really tell a difference. So, today, now that I've been rambling on for 3 minutes telling this wonderful story, and I'm wearing my Kodiak Racing vintage hat, autographed by none other than Ken Schrader, NASCAR driver, for those of you who don't know. Ken Schrader, that's back when Kodiak could actually sponsor race cars. Kodiak Mint, it's their premium tobacco long cut mint. Nice picture of the bear. I like these new can designs. I really do. The graphics are nice, except for the stupid third of the can being taken up by the government warning. Metal lid, plastic can. On the side says Kodiak long cut mint. Yay! A bunch of little writing there, the warning label, premium tobacco, the UPC, and some smaller writing. And this is a U.S., or excuse me, not U.S. Smokeless. This is the American Snuff Company. I always get those two mixed up. On the back, not much there, just a can, lot code, and the date code. And this was made in January. This is early August. So this stuff usually has about 6 months. This is 8 months. So I'm right on the edge of, it might be starting to dry out. But we live in a fairly humid area. Relative humidity around here. During the wintertime, 100%, it's raining. During the summertime, the lowest it gets is 60, but usually it's in the mid-70s. So, anyway, let's see here. We have manufactured by American Snuff Company, Clarksville, Tennessee. 100% U.S. tobacco, sale only allowed in the United States. This is your standard 1.2 ounce can, which is 34.02 grams for you metric folks. And not much else to say to it, except it's a lovely shade of blue. I'm going to crack this baby open because I can't wait anymore. I've been wanting to try Kodiak Mint. I like mints. I'm a mint guy. That's just me. And I've been curious to see what Kodiak Mint has been like. But, Can't find it. I can find the natural, I can find the straight, which is somewhat difficult to find, but this is the first time ever I've seen mint available. Here we are. We are open. Nice, pleasant mint aroma. Still plenty of moisture. Actually, just from the nose, it smells minty, but I can actually still smell the tobacco. Usually the mint is like, woo, and there's not much of a tobacco hit, but I'm getting faint whiffs of dark fire tobacco behind the mint. This might be interesting. There's a can shot, gets you an idea what you're looking at for cut-wise. Looks like a pretty consistent cut, which you expect from Kodiak, or you better expect from Kodiak. Kodiak is by far the most expensive dip in my area. This can set me back $8.29. Yeah. I can get Skull for about $6.50. Cougar, $4.50 to $5. Longhorn, $4.50 to $5. There's your money shot. Nice, dark. It has a nice, it's not coming across as sweet in the aroma. It's minty with just, I can smell that tobacco in the background. So this should be pretty interesting. But yeah, even though it's a couple months past the best buy, still plenty moist. Smells good. Looks good. Ooh, pinches real good too. Not a huge pinch, but enough to get us going. First impression, minty. It's not coming across as extremely sweet minty. There is some sweetness there, but it's not over the top sweet. This is good. First impression, not bad at all. Not bad at all. It's coming across as minty. Yeah, the sweetness on this is more subdued compared to like Stoker's, Copenhagen. They're more of a sweet mint. This is coming across a little more subtle on the sweetness. Maybe along the lines of Skull. Skull has some sweetness, but it's still pretty minty. Not like Grizzly Mint. Grizzly Mint is hardly any sweetness to it at all. It's just mint. At least that's what I taste. And Grizzly Mint. This one here actually does have a subtle sweetness. Getting a nice, that tingle burn going on in there as we're juicing up. Holding together remarkably well. It's what you expect from Kodiak. Yeah, the burn's actually picking up now. I'm not sure how much of that is mint and how much of that is nicotine contact. It's my understanding this is more of a moderate to moderate high strength nicotine level. It's not like Kodiak Wintergreen. Kodiak Wintergreen, they purposely make it on the upper end of the nicotine scale in the way as far as dips go. This stuff here, not so much. They don't jack up the nicotine. Well, I hope you guys will forgive me for committing my sports memorabilia sacrilege by wearing an autographed hat. But hey, it's my hat. I'll do what I want with it. I only wear it for special occasions, and this is one because I honestly thought I would have to go many years before I actually found some of this. And they had a whole roll. Someone probably special ordered it and never came and picked it up, more than likely. Because everybody around here, they do natural, they do wintergreen, and some guys do straight. The mints, not so many guys do mints around here. Sometimes finding certain brands of mint flavor a little more difficult. But yeah, now this is juicing up nicely. Yeah, it's very, very minty. Nice pepperminty action going on in there. The dark fire tobacco is coming through. The mint is front and center, but the dark fire tobacco flavor is actually there. I can detect it. And it's being a nice accompaniment to the mint flavor. Yeah, this is not as sweet as Copenhagen. If I had to compare it to any others, I'd say the sweetness scale is along that of Skoal. However, unlike Skoal, this has more moisture. Skoal comes across as a bit more of a drier product. Yeah, even though it's a drier product, it holds together really well. This stuff here, nice moisture content, holds together really well. It's got nice minty flavor. It's more of a pure mint than a sweet mint. And I think that subtle lack of toning down on the sweetness scale allows that tobacco, that dark fire tobacco, to come in. And it pairs together really nice. This is, so far, a really good dip. If you like mint. If you don't like mint, why are you even watching this video? I mean, yeah. If you don't like mint, ooh, toothpaste in a dip, yeah. I get it. It's not for everybody. But yeah. Yeah, this is like Skoal mint. More moisture and a higher nicotine content. It does have nicotine. I'm feeling nicotine. It's not bowling me over like Kodiak does, or Cougar, or those other higher octane dips. But, you know, I'd say it's moderate high on the nicotine scale. So it's not going to bowl you over, but it's definitely got some nicotine in there. Yeah, if you like a nice minty dip that's not overly sweet and allows some of the tobacco to shine through, and if you can find it, Kodiak Mint, worth a shot. Would I buy another can of this? Yeah, probably. What am I saying? Probably. Probably, definitely. This is a good product. Kodiak tends to make a nice premium quality. Their quality is consistent. This stuff is not, it's not coming across as some, Kodiak Wintergreen has a nice, almost spongy texture to it. It's really soft, kind of pillowy when it's in your lip. They do it to the Wintergreen. They call like a double spin cut. I don't know what that entails. That's what they say it is, double spun cut. I don't think this is. This is more traditional stuff. It's not coming across as that soft and pillowy as the Wintergreen. But all in all, it is a very good, consistent product. Hardly any floaters at all. Holding together well. Even with me rambling on like this, it's holding in place. It's not getting soft or mushy on me or anything like that. It's doing its job, giving me the nicotine, giving me the flavor. And it's actually really nice that dark fire kind of peeks through every now and then. That's a really nice quality I enjoy in this. But the price. They're proud of their product. You know, this is the most expensive dip in my area. You know, between $8 and $9 a can, depending on where you go. So as a result, I don't dip Kodiak that often because there are other products that are quite similar in price. Got a little dribble. I'm being gross. I'm sorry. You know, there are other products similar in taste and texture and stuff for $3-4 less. But I treat myself to cans of Kodiak every now and then when I'm feeling, ooh, let me get fancy. I'm going to celebrate. You know, this is a special occasion dip. And this one is certainly going to be a special occasion dip. Although, once I crack the can open like this one, this can is going to be gone in probably 4 days. And for me, that's saying a lot. Typically, a can of dip will last me about 10. You know, with the rate I dip, because I dip to and from work usually, sometimes here at home once or twice. But a can of dip, between 5-10 days. This one, it'll be on the lower end of that scale, I guarantee you. All in all, very good product. Very nice. I like this. I like it a lot. It's got that minty flavor. It can still get some of that dark fire coming through. Not overly sweet. I do enjoy Stoker's Mint because it's a nice sweet treat. It's minty, it's sweet, it holds together. You don't have to think about it. Nice moisture content. This stuff here, not quite as sweet, which is different, but it's a good kind of different. They both have their nice qualities. I'm not a real big fan of the Grizzly Mint because that has almost like no sweetness, and it I don't know. There's just something. It almost tastes like there's something missing with Grizzly. Kodiak, they got it right. Anyway, this has been a review. Kodiak Long Cut Mint. If you can find it and you like mints, check it out. It might be worth your while. If you can find it, that's the kicker right there. Finding this stuff is a little difficult from what I understand. I'm not the only person on the planet who has a hard time finding anything other than Kodiak wintergreen. Anyway, this has been Mikey. This has been Kodiak Long Cut Mint. I will catch you all again later with another dip, chew, snooze, snuff, or alternate product review. I'm going to sit back and continue to enjoy this, and I wish you all a good day. Take care. Bye.